Hello and welcome to Jumbo Report. My name is Evelyn Reedy.
And my name is Mackenzie Brewster.
And here are this week's stories. It was announced earlier this week that Grammy Award-winning hip-hop artist Nelly will be headlining Spring Fling this year. Nelly will be joined by Brooklyn-based indie band Ye Sayer and DJ Five and a Dime, as well as the winner of the annual Tufts Battle of the Bands competition. The announcement, which was supposed to be made sometime in early April, was made at Theta Chi's Tufts Best Dance Crew fundraiser because the artists had already put their Tufts tour dates on their website. The announcement of the headliner disappointed some students, particularly those who had petitioned for a female headliner at Spring Fling this year. However, the concert board asserts that their choice was based on availability, cost, and popularity, and that the gender of the artist was not in any way a deciding factor. Concert board co-chair Mark Bernardo said of Nelly, quote, "I feel like Nelly is the kind of name that commands respect in the music industry because of how much fame and how long his career's been and how successful it is. It's just a privilege for us to have him here." Spring Fling will take place on April 27th.
TCU Senate unanimously approved a push for additional clauses to the Tufts alcohol policy. The clauses would eliminate university judicial consequences for students who receive treatment from TEMS for intoxication and for those who call TEMS. Latino Center Community Representative Marcy Regalado submitted the proposed Good Samaritan and medical amnesty clauses. She noted that institutions like Cornell University, Harvard University, MIT, and Yale have successfully implemented similar policies. According to Director of Alcohol and Health Education, Ian Wong, our current alcohol policy states that first-time offenders will receive a warning instead of automatically being put on Pro 1. Students who fail to meet with Wong and Judicial Affairs Officer Veronica Carter within 2 weeks of the incident will be placed on Pro 1. Regalado plans to discuss her project with administration members in the coming weeks and to submit a resolution to the Senate after spring break. Ultimately, she hopes to increase the university's alcohol education efforts.
The TCU Senate made an important step in the process of updating the university's sexual assault policy last week. The resolution that was passed calls for the creation of 2 administrative student advocate positions for the sexual violence judicial process. These positions would serve as the victim witness advocate and the accused witness advocate. LGBT Center Representative John Kelly says that the goal of the creation of 2 new positions is to provide students with support other than the unbiased investigator. Currently, the sexual assault judicial policy requires everyone involved in the judicial process to be unbiased. The goal of the creation of 2 new positions is to give students undergoing the process support. The resolution calls for a panel of faculty, staff, and students representing the Group of 6, the Office of Equal Opportunity, Counseling and Mental Health Services, and other university offices to help in the hiring of these 2 positions. The Daily will keep you updated on the state of this resolution. Any students interested in voicing their opinion on the resolution as it now stands are encouraged to contact TCU.
A resolution recommending that American Sign Language count towards the first part of the School of Arts and Sciences foreign language requirement passed in TCU Senate last week, reviving a push for a revision to the foundation requirement. The resolution will now pass to the Arts and Sciences Curricula Committee for review, according to TCU President Wyatt Cadley, after which the school's faculty will vote on whether to put it into effect. ASL courses can be used to fulfill the second half of the foreign language foundation requirement, but the foundation calls for ASL to be officially considered a language so that it can be able to fulfill either part. If the faculty passes the proposal, it would likely go into effect next fall.
Now we're happy to bring you coverage of one of our events from last week that couldn't make it into the broadcast. Here with the inside scoop from TAS's Lantern Night is Alex Kaufman.
I'm Alex Kaufman, and I'm here with the Jumbo Report. It's February 22nd, and we are outside the Crane Room on Tufts University's campus, where Tufts Chinese and Taiwanese student associations have collaborated to celebrate the Lantern Festival. Traditionally celebrated on the Chinese New Year, about 40 to 50 students have come out to make the spectacle of a night by painting lanterns and sending them off into the sky.
The Lantern Festival is a celebration to the 15-day period end of the Lunar New Year, which is also known as the Chinese New Year. And basically, for the Lantern Festival, there will be like a designated place for decorated lanterns. And basically, we're trying to recreate this atmosphere with this event.
Yeah, and there's also like calligraphy that people can try to like write Chinese characters, and we also provide like Chinese snacks just to make people feel the festive season.
I guess we decided to collaborate to bring more people in, because if it's just like one club doing it. It's not as powerful as two major Asian clubs doing it.
Yeah.
And we're just doing this to bring the whole Asian and non-Asian community together, and then just celebrate the end of the Chinese New Year.
This is the first time an event like this has happened on campus, and people are very excited about it.
I'm having the best time ever.
I'm having a great time here. This is a lot of fun. We made a balloon thing, lantern. Just good food, good food.
People paint Chinese calligraphy or their wishes for the new year onto lanterns and send them off to float in the sky, reminiscent of a scene from Tangled.
And the red flap, please. And the something solid. Yep.
As the participants cast their hopes into the sky, the Jumbo Report would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year and best wishes. This is Alex Kaufman. Ta-ta for now.
Thanks for that, Alex.
This week, there was a special election for a sophomore TCU Senate seat following the resignation of Jessie Serena, stating she did not feel she could adequately express the opinions and concerns that her constituents elected her to represent. The winner of the special election was sophomore Dylan Zava. The Daily sat down with the newest member of TCU Senate to get to know him a little better.
I wanted to get away from the West Coast just because I loved it so much. And I was scared that if I didn't leave, I would just end up staying there my whole life and never like experiencing living in another place. And so I always kind of had it in my mind that I wanted to come to school on the East Coast. I looked at some West Coast schools, but I wanted to experience a new like lifestyle. And then I fell in love with Tufts when I came here and saw the campus and went to the info session, you know, like everyone. Well, there's not much time left. There's only a couple meetings left for the remainder of Senate. And actually a lot of the projects that I had been thinking about and been a part of my platform are projects that are already in the works in Senate. So those are things like medical amnesty, a Good Samaritan clause, some kind of reworking of the pass-fail deadline, and issues with the 1-year limit on specialty housing. Those are all actually projects that are being headed by other members of Senate now. So I'm still testing the waters a bit, seeing which committee I want to be a part of and which projects I want to put my weight behind in the remaining month. But all of the things that I wanted to do are actually being pursued right now, which is great. See, I don't have like an opinion one is greater than the other. They have their perks. Oftentimes I'm in DeWitt because it's convenient when I wish I was in Carmichael if I'm by myself or I need a little quiet thinking time or something. But I love the hustle and bustle in DeWitt. It's definitely like a big social scene. So Tish, 100%. I can't really focus on the campus center. There's always people to see. Also, I feel like there's not enough room to spread my stuff out. I like to get a cubby, just put walls up and study. Davis usually, but I'll go into Boston for concerts. I go to a lot of concerts. My favorite Tufts band is Honey Baby. A lot of my good friends are in it. Probably Tarek. He's a freshman. He's a great kid. That's a good one. Tie. Between my first semester freshman year, I took a class called, it was a special topics philosophy class, War and Terrorism with Lionel McPherson. Really opened my mind up to a lot of different ideas thinking about war and terrorism. Really awesome. And a class I'm currently in now, International Law, which I'm like really nerdy about and makes me want to go to law school, which is like really awesome.
Thank you for watching the Jumbo Report. I'm Mackenzie Brewster.
And I'm Evelyn Reedy.